Hi everyone, welcome to Just Yoga. My name is Anthony, and today we'll be focusing on expanding and stretching the muscles used for breathing. So, focusing on taking a natural breath throughout the practice, and we'll be stretching the intercostal muscles between the ribs and the abdominals. So, for today's practice, I highly recommend that you make sure you have enough time to do the whole practice without being disturbed, especially towards the end of the practice when we're lying down doing the guided relaxation. Okay? So we'll begin in Makrasana or a crocodile pose face down on the mat. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we'll begin face down on the mat and we'll start in Makrasana pose or crocodile. Okay? So if you have a blanket with you or you want to throughout the practice, you can bring that. And when we're sitting down, you can use it under the seat. But also for this posture, if this isn't comfortable for you, you could place the blanket, roll it up, and then place it under here to support, so under the armpits. So we'll begin with the elbows under the shoulders and our hands crossed to the opposite elbow. Okay? So this would be the full posture, and you would externally rotate the legs. So like you're bringing the inside edge of the foot towards the ground. If that's not comfortable for your low back, that's fine. You can keep the feet flat on the floor. And having the elbows directly under the shoulders. But again, if that's not comfortable, you can put the blanket under the armpits and then just walk the arms forward until you can rest the head on the arms like this. So if this is more comfortable for you to do a breathing exercise, then you can stay here. Or if you can walk the arms up and just let the head hang naturally. So very relaxed on the back of the neck. And then we're going to bring all the attention to the breath. Right now, just allowing yourself to breathe naturally. And just be aware, notice where most of your breath goes when you inhale. Do you breathe more into the chest area? Or do you breathe more down into the belly or the ribs? And not trying to change anything yet, just observing. And then the next time you inhale, try to breathe so that the belly presses down into the mat. So you feel that pressing down into the mat. And try to focus more on expanding the sides of the belly. So where the oblique muscles are, right here. Try more to expand out to the sides than you are pressing down, straight down into the mat. And again, just as best as you naturally can with your natural breath. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to press the muscles out. The most important thing during the breathing exercises is that it's done in a relaxed manner. And next, Do the same thing but with the ribs. So try to feel the ribs expand out to the sides as you inhale. And as much as you can, try to relax the sides of the neck. Just a very small amount of effort to do this. And with your own breath, just continuing with your own breath at your own pace. Expanding the sides of the ribs and the sides of the abdomen with your inhale. Exhaling naturally. And next time you inhale, we're going to let that go. Come back to your natural breath. And then bring the hands to the sides of the body. Bring the feet flat on the floor again, the tops of the feet. And we'll press up. We'll come right to Balasana. So splay the knees apart, bring the toes together, and press the seat back towards the heels. And here, focus on deepening the hips, deepening the hip creases, and opening the chest, opening the armpit area. And try to expand the ribs with your breath. And then bring the right hand onto the left hand and press the seat back again, expanding and lengthening the right side of the torso. And smooth, relaxed breaths. Hold here for a few breaths. Inhaling, bring both hands back to their original position. And exhaling, bring the left hand on the right hand. Lengthen and stretch the left side of the torso. A few breaths here. Inhale, bring both hands to the original position and come up to hands and knees. Have the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we'll just move through some cat and cow tilts. So inhaling, tilt the tailbone towards the ceiling, arch the back, open the chest. And exhaling, tuck the tailbone under, round the back and drop the head. Inhaling, opening the chest. And exhaling, round the back. And just moving with your own breath a few times. Alternating directions with the breath. And next time you inhale, come back to hands and knees, and you can bring the knees a little bit closer together. And we'll just begin circling from the hips. So try to keep the knees right where they are. And you can slow down a little bit as you come out to the sides, either side. Focusing on deepening or stretching the muscles on the side of the hip. And then reverse direction. And then we're going to make our way to a comfortable seated position. So if you have a blanket with you today, you can bring the blanket under the seat if that's more comfortable for you. So we'll begin with both hands on the knees and bring just the left hand down to the left side, right next to the hip. It can be out a little bit to support the weight. And inhale, sweep the right hand up, lengthen the side first. Exhaling, hinge over towards the left. Try to keep the chest facing forward throughout. Inhaling, bring the right hand on the right side and sweep the hand up. Exhaling, hinge over towards the right. And then continuing alternating sides with your own breath at your own pace. Inhaling, bring both hands down to the knees, and we'll come into a seated twist. So inhaling, sweep both hands up. And exhaling, bring the right hand onto the left knee. Bring the left hand next to the left hip. And exhaling, rotate around to the left. So it's important here to have all the weight pressing down into the seat, the sitting bones. And just naturally with your breath twisting, never trying to pull with the hands. And then while you're here for a few breaths, with the inhales focusing on lengthening the spine, and on the exhales, relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders as much as possible for you. And inhaling, reach the hands up, come back to the front. And exhale, just the same on the opposite side. Bring the left hand to the right knee, right hand next to the hip. And with your exhale, naturally, as much as you naturally go, twisting towards the right. And again, focusing on with the inhales, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders. And inhaling, reach the hands up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Okay, so I'll turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. We're gonna come to Janu Shirshasana, or head to knee pose. So you can start with your right leg straight out and bring the left foot to the inside of the left thigh. Pull the toes back and inhaling, lengthen the spine, open the chest, and exhaling, fold forward. And smooth, relaxed breaths here. If the hands don't reach the foot, that's fine. You can bring them to the thigh, the lower leg, wherever is comfortable for you. Always be sure to only go so far as you can with still being able to comfortably breathe. So try not to go so far that the abdomen feels restricted and you can't take a nice deep breath. You can also focus on expanding the back more with your breath, breathing more into the back of the body and the sides of the body. And inhaling, come upright. Let the left foot come out. Bring the right foot in to the inside of the left thigh. Inhaling, pull the left toes back and open the chest. Exhaling, fold forward again. You can bring the hands to the thigh, the lower leg, or to the foot if that's comfortable for you. Or if you have a strap, you can always bring a strap around the foot as well. And again, making sure you only go so far as you can still take a nice relaxed breath. And holding here. And inhaling, come upright. Let both legs come straight out this time. We'll come to Paschimottanasana. So pull the toes back and inhaling, reach the hands up. Exhaling, fold forward. And again, you can bring hands to the legs, the ankles like this. Or if you have a strap, you can bring the strap around the feet or hands to the feet if it's comfortable. And smooth, natural breaths will hold here. Inhaling, come up. And then we're going to lower down onto the back. So we'll begin by bringing the knees in towards the chest. Apanasana. So just begin circling the knees, or you can just hold the knees in towards the chest, whatever feels better for your back. And if you're circling, you can reverse direction, go the other way. And then exhale, bring the feet flat on the ground. And we're going to come into bridge pose. So we're going to walk the heels as close as you can to the seat. And with the inhale, press down into the heels, press down the shoulders, and lift the seat. And try to relax the back of the neck. Try to let all the weight be in the shoulders and heels. And just come up to a comfortable place for yourself. If this is uncomfortable, you can always just bring the feet up towards the ceiling if you want and hold there, whichever you prefer. And hold here for a few breaths. And next time you exhale, drop the seat to the ground. One more time, you can pull the knees in towards the chest. And you can circle if you want to, or you can just hold here like this. And take a few breaths here. Then let the feet come flat on the ground again. And we're going to come to a lying twist. So we're going to bring the arms up by the shoulders like this, palms facing towards the ceiling, elbows bent 90 degrees. And inhaling, pull the knees in towards the chest. Exhaling, let the knees drop over towards the left. And let the head look over to the right. And smooth, relaxed breaths here. Focus on lengthening down the right side of the body when the hip reaches away from the armpit. And inhaling, bring the knees back to center. Same thing on the other side. So pull the knees in towards the chest. And exhaling, drop the knees over to the right this time. Let the head look over towards the left. And again, focusing on opening the ribs with your breath and softening the outside of the hip. Inhaling, bring the feet flat on the floor. And then let the legs come straight out. We're going to come to Shavasana now, and we'll move through a guided relaxation. So for Shavasana, just let the feet relax out to the sides, and have the hands out a little bit away from the body by the hips, palms facing up. And we're just going to begin observing your natural breath first. So as we move throughout this guided relaxation, the most important thing is just to let your awareness move as I direct through the parts of the body. So try not to focus too much on staying with one area. You just observe whatever is there at the moment and then move on to the next one. Okay? So begin by bringing all your attention to the top of the head and just noticing whatever sensations you feel on the top of the head. So a sensation can be anything. It can be heat sensation or cold, tingling sensation or vibrating sensation, pulsating sensation. Just observe it as it is, not looking for anything or trying to change anything. And then feel the whole forehead in the same way, just as it is. Feel the eyebrows, then the eyes themselves, and the eyelids. Feel the nose and the cheeks. The upper and lower lip, and the chin and the whole jaw. Then feel the whole right side of the head starting from the top and moving down to the jaw. As best you can. If there's an area with no sensation, just being aware of that. Right? There is no right or wrong, we're just observing as it is. And then feel the whole left side of the head, starting from the head and moving down to the jaw. And then feel the back of the head. And feel the back of the neck. The sides of the neck. And the front of the neck. And then we'll move to the chest. And feel the whole left side of the chest. And the whole right side of the chest. Feel the center of the chest. And the rib area just below. The abdomen. And the space around the navel. Remember, as it is, just observing what's there. Feel the sides of the torso, so the left and right side of the abdomen as well. And then bring your attention to the back of the body. And feel the upper back and the neck. The mid back and the low back. And just be aware of the center where the spine is, the whole center of the back. Then feel the fingers of the right hand. Just noticing any sensations you feel. The back and the front of the right hand. The right wrist. The whole right forearm. Trying to feel all the way around. The right elbow. And the right upper arm. Again, all the way around. And feel the whole right shoulder. And then bring the attention across the chest over to the left arm. And feel the left fingers first. Just being aware of any sensations there. Feel the back and the front of the left hand. The left wrist. And the whole left forearm all the way around. Feel the left elbow. and the left upper arm all the way around. And the whole left shoulder. Then bring the attention down the center of the body and feel the hips. The right and left hip at the same time as best you can. Just noticing whatever sensations are there. And then feel the right thigh all the way around. The right knee and the lower leg, the right lower leg. The right ankle, the bottom and the top of the foot, and the right toes. And bring the attention back to the hips. And then move down the left leg, feeling the whole left thigh all the way around. The left knee and the left lower leg. The left ankle, the bottom and the top of the left foot, and the left toes. Then bring your attention back to the center of the chest. And just observe the movement of the abdomen with your breath. Being aware of the expansion with your inhale and the softening with your exhale. And just try to allow that movement to expand and come all the way out to the skin. So as you inhale, try to feel the expansion from the center of the chest all the way out to the edges of the skin. And as you exhale, try to feel the movement from the skin into the center of the body. And just continuing feeling that movement with your breath a few times. And then bring the attention down to the navel and just focusing here for a few breaths. Just being aware of whatever sensations are there. Then move just below the navel. Just keeping your attention here for a moment or two. And we'll very slowly begin to deepen the breath. Really take your time coming back, not trying to rush at all. Feeling the outside of the body. And you can take a few deep breaths. And we'll slowly begin to make small movements with the hands and feet as you're ready. If you want to reach the hands overhead and take a full body stretch, you can go ahead and do that. And then we'll pull the knees in towards the chest and rolling over to the side. And press back up to a comfortable seated position when you're ready. You can take a few breaths here first. You can bring the hands to the heart, and we'll take 3 nice deep breaths together. So I thank you for practicing with me today, and if you like the video, please subscribe. Namaste.